millions of stars in the sky, but very few are there who refuse to fade in course of time. लाखों करोड़ों तारों के बीच कोई एक जो धुंधलाने से इनकार कर दे साफ साफ। वक्त खुद जिससे जरा सी चमक चुराने को उसका मोहताज होता है। एक मुसाफिर बढ़ता हुआ आगे और आगे, बड़े से बड़ा तूफान जिसके कदमों से टकराकर वापस मुड़ जाए। तुझे गुमान है खुद पे असर फिरे तूफान, हमें भी जिद है कि दरिया के पार जाना है। मुस्कुराहट, बस एक मुस्कुराहट, आत्मविश्वास की अटल मुस्कुराहट से पुरनूर चेहरा। मिसाइल मैन, आमजन का राष्ट्रपति, वैज्ञानिक, दार्शनिक, बाल सुलभता लिए बच्चों का मित्र, विशेषण कम पड़ जाते हैं।
मिसाइल मैन ऑफ इंडिया, जनता के राष्ट्रपति डॉक्टर APJ अब्दुल कलाम को आज उनकी जयंती के अवसर पर हम श्रद्धा और स्नेह से याद कर रहे हैं। वे देश के सबसे प्रिय राष्ट्रपति थे और सभी के लिए वे एक प्रेरणा का स्रोत थे, खास तौर पर बच्चों और युवाओं के लिए। राष्ट्रपति बनने से बहुत पहले वे एक सुविख्यात वैज्ञानिक थे और उससे भी पहले एक स्वप्न दृष्टा। वो हमेशा कहते थे, स्वप्न देखो और उन्हें पूरा करने की हिम्मत रखो। उनका जन्म हुआ 15 अक्टूबर 1931 को रामेश्वरम में। रामेश्वरम से राष्ट्रपति भवन का उनका सफर अद्भुत था।
It was May 11th, 1998, when the ground shook in Pokhara and awakened the world to see emergence of a new India. It was beginning of a new era, which is marked with Red Letter Day in the history of India. Operation Shakti took the world by surprise and gave Shakti to India, that is now a powerful yet a peace-loving nation. Following the slogan coined by Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee, the then Prime Minister,
लाल बहादुर शास्त्री जी ने कहा था, जय जवान जय किसान। मैंने अब इसमें एक नया आयाम जोड़ा है, जय विज्ञान। 21वीं सदी में हमें अपनी सेनाओं को
India has progressed with number of scientific advances taking place time to time. Here, a significant credit goes to Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who had dreamt and made India a self-reliant, strong nation.
We are delighted to inform all of you that the mission 100% successful.
Born to meagerly earning Jainul Abidin and Ashiyamma as the youngest of the 5 children, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, coming from a humble beginning with early schooling in Rameshwaram, reached to the highest seat of the country, the President of India. Respecting all the religions since his childhood, he used to go to mosque, temples and the church before going to school. Later graduating in physics at the St. Joseph's College, Tiruchirappalli, he further graduated in aerospace engineering from Madras Institute of Technology. In the first phase of his career, Dr. Kalam joined ADE at Bangalore as a senior scientific assistant in 1958 and designed the first hovercraft before joining ISRO. In his 2 decades association with ISRO till 1982, Dr. Kalam turned into a successful space scientist and developed satellite launch vehicles for SLV-3 rockets to put Rohini satellite into orbit in July 1980. The second phase of his career started with joining the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, in 1982. Here, his vision resulted in the Integrated Guided Missile Development Program, IGMDP, that has ensured India achieving enviable position in missile technologies of propulsion, guidance, controls and warheads, despite the sanctions imposed by the control regimes. Under his leadership, India has been able to develop strategic missiles like Agni and Prithvi, and tactical missiles like Nag, Akash and Trishul.
If India is not poor, people thinking is poor, okay? Only our thinking is poor. If you think big, we can also equally become.
This has paved the way for India to enter the elite club of nations, to have the ability to design, develop and deploy long-range missiles, indigenous missile defense system and underwater launch capacity. He was the scientific advisor to Defense Minister and the Secretary, Department of Defense Research and Development from July 1992 to December 1999. During this period, he played a crucial role in the Pokhran-2 nuclear tests in collaboration with Department of Atomic Energy. He gave thrust to self-reliance in defense systems by progressing multiple development tasks and mission projects such as light combat aircraft and the electronic warfare programs. During this phase, he, as chairman of the Technology Information Forecasting and Assessment Council, TIFAC, also got involved with the creation of Technology Vision 2020 and the India Millennium Mission's IMM 2020, which is an integrated version of Technology Vision and India's security concerns. Dr. Kalam served as the principal scientific advisor to the Government of India in the rank of Cabinet Minister from November 1999 to November 2001 and was responsible for evolving policies, strategies and missions for many development applications. His fourth phase started with joining Anna University at Chennai as Professor of Technology and Societal Transformation. This fourth phase took a sudden turn when he became the President of India on 25th July 2002.
Preserve, protect and defend the Constitution.
Honed with his experiences at ISRO and DRDO, Dr. Kalam also brought a spirit of dedicated service and inspirational zeal to this highest office, which earned him the title of the People's President. An enthusiast of art and culture, he used to spare some time playing Veena to meet with his love for music. After demitting the office in 2007, Dr. Kalam continued his passion for education and societal transformation, addressing various cross-sections of society from school children to policy makers. In his literary pursuit, he has written many books. Wings of Fire, India 2020, A Vision for the New Millennium, My Journey, Ignited Minds, Unleashing the Power Within India are the few books which have become household names in India and among the Indian nationals abroad. These books have been translated in many Indian languages. Recognition and respect for his many achievements came through a number of awards that include the Padma Bhushan Award in 1981, the Padma Vibhushan in 1990, and the highest civilian award of India, the Bharat Ratna in 1997. He is also the recipient of several other awards, including the Indira Gandhi Award for National Integration 1997. He is also conferred degree of Doctor of Science D. Honoris Causa by a number of universities. The man who had a very humble beginning and started his career from shores of Rameshwaram, who believed in both Quran and Gita, who daily offered namaz and played Veena, continues to live in the heart and minds of every Indian.
डॉक्टर APJ अब्दुल कलाम की 84वीं जन्म जयंती है। इस अवसर पर यहाँ डीआरडीओ भवन में उनकी प्रतिमा का अनावरण माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी द्वारा किया जाएगा। डॉक्टर कलाम की जीवन यात्रा को दर्शाती एक प्रदर्शनी का उद्घाटन भी प्रधानमंत्री जी द्वारा किया जाएगा। उन्होंने मुख्य रूप से एक वैज्ञानिक और विज्ञान के व्यवस्थापक के रूप में 4 दशकों तक रक्षा अनुसंधान एवं विकास संगठन डीआरडीओ और भारतीय अंतरिक्ष अनुसंधान संगठन यानी इसरो संभाला और भारत के नागरिक अंतरिक्ष कार्यक्रम और सैन्य मिसाइल के विकास के प्रयासों को भी विकसित किया। उन्हें बैलिस्टिक मिसाइल और प्रक्षेपण यान प्रौद्योगिकी के विकास के कार्यों के लिए भारत में मिसाइल मैन के रूप में जाना जाने लगा। डॉक्टर कलाम has received the deep love and admiration of the people of India of all ages, especially the youth and children. He was an architect of the Indian defense and scientific establishment. For his contributions in the development of satellite launches, missiles, and nuclear technology, and other related works, he was conferred with the nation's greatest awards, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, and Bharat Ratna. He became the 11th President of India in 2002 and the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. He has received honorary doctorates from 40 universities across the world. And because of his dedicated interaction with students in schools and colleges for their development, UNO declared his birthday, the 15th of October, as World Students' Day on his 79th birthday. Receiving the Bharat Ratna, the highest civilian award in our country, from the then President, K.R. Narayanan, the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, has now arrived here. We see his carcade as in a moment or so he will alight his limousine. Shri Narendra Modi and Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam shared great mutual respect and affection. Being received here by the Defence Minister Shri Manohar Parrikar, Minister of Urban Development Shri Venkaiah Naidu, the various officials from the Ministry of Defence, family members, as he is being escorted towards the bust of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam to mark his 84th birth anniversary. And it is only appropriate that this statue be established here at DRDO Bhavan, where he spent the better part of his scientific career working towards missile technology and India's defense systems. A golden statue to mark the golden years that he spent in DRDO and his contribution that will be written in letters of gold in the history of India's development. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was always a dreamer. He would often say, "You were born with wings. Don't crawl. Learn to use them and fly and fly." Life, he said, was a difficult game. You can win it only by retaining your birthright to be a person. And this young man from the small town of Dhanushkodi in Rameshwaram did dream and did fly and fly till he soared to the skies and went beyond. He would often say, सपना वो नहीं जो आप नींद में देखें, सपना वो है जो नींद ही ना आने दे. He was a great dreamer, and he taught the youth of India to dream big and to achieve those dreams. He would often say that in his childhood years, it was the flight of birds that fascinated him. It was years later that he realized that he wanted to fly aircrafts. After finishing school, he took up physics at St. Joseph's College in Trichy, but discovered aeronautical engineering and went to Madras Institute of Technology. And that is where his dreams took flight, as he became one of the greatest aeronautical engineers of our country. He was a simple man of simple tastes. In his personal life, a great player of the veena, which was one of his very few possessions. He loved music, especially Carnatic music, and would write poems and sing bhajans. His father was a humble boat owner, Jainul Abidin, a devout Muslim and a close friend of the Rameshwaram temple priest. And we see the Prime Minister of India walking towards the exhibition entitled A Celebration of Dr. Kalam's Life, which he will now inaugurate. The exhibition delineates his entire life from the early years when he always dreamt of flying as birds did over the ocean in his beloved Rameshwaram. His student life, he went to Schwartz School, and then the college days, St. Joseph's College from 1952 to 54, Madras Institute of Technology from 1954 to 57. His career as an aeronautical engineer began at St. Mary Magdalene Church in Tumba, which nursed the Indian space program in its infancy. It was a small shack in the church ground that was used, and those were the days when there weren't enough resources, and so the bicycle was used to transport some of the technological items. And since Dr. Kalam himself didn't know how to ride a bike, he would often take a lift. He would always say, great dreams of great dreamers are always transcended during his interaction with children. And this part of the exhibition depicts his DRDO days. The development of the Prithvi, Akash, Agni and other such missiles. He joined DRDO in 1982, and this is where he was given the sobriquet of the Missile Man of India. Some of the strategic missiles that he was instrumental in developing see the models of Prithvi 2. The Shaurya, and some of the other missiles, and also the photographs of his colleagues who worked with him during this time and admired him deeply. Sudhir Mishra, the Chief of BrahMos, explaining the exhibit to the Honorable Prime Minister. We usually get the opportunity to see some of these missiles during the Republic Day parade on Rajpath. A close examination by the Honorable Prime Minister of the models of the various missiles and defense systems that were developed under the leadership of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. While working as a project manager at DRDO, Dr. Kalam played a crucial role in the development of India's first indigenous satellite launch vehicle, or the SLV-3. Dr. Kalam was much more than a political figure. He was a scientist, writer, inspirational speaker, and a motivational figure. He inspired all that he met and interacted with, whether they were scientists, students, or children. We see some of the products here of the missile technology. This is the famous Arjun tank. And there the combat vehicle and engineering communication vehicle, radars and electronic warfare systems. The various technologies that have been developed and produced by DRDO in terms of armaments, naval systems and sensors, and also life sciences, which is a very important part of combat or combat situations. These are the dehydrated food packages that we see here, which were developed specially for our brave warriors, our soldiers, when they are in places like Siachen, where food is not easily available. These are small enough packages for soldiers to carry in their backpacks and survive in inclement conditions. A part of the development also is to be conscious of the environment and to develop technologies which are environment friendly. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam himself had a great respect for nature, for he had in his childhood seen nature at its best and at its worst during typhoons and storms. that would often uproot entire villages. Methodologies for water conservation and creating energy through water. These are the critical technologies that were indigenously developed by India. Communication systems, satellite systems that were developed by DRDO. One very interesting aspect of research and development by DRDO are the spin-offs which are used in medicine.